This is Cassie.
And this is Jessie.
And you are listening to
Off Her Chops.
Off Her Chops.
Off Her Chops.
Off Her Chops.
Hello, our lovely, darling pork chop listeners. You are back, and this is episode number 17
Of Off Her Chops.
of Off Her Chops.
I like that. Sensual.
Sensual.
Yeah, reel them in. Come and listen to Off Her Chops.
I feel like I have just like a gross voice.
No.
Yeah, it's cringe. It's fine. I get it. I totally get it. No. Yeah, that's what people used to say that to me all the time. Peyton's got a cringe voice.
Oh, on Twitter?
Yeah.
People that called you Big Fella. And now say you got a cringe voice. To those people, I say, fuck you.
No, none of the pork chops are saying that. I just mean back in the day.
The Twitter trolls.
The Twitter trolls. But when I listen to like Chelsea when she does Green with
my
Emmy, she's got
gosh.
such a good voice.
She has a sexy voice.
She does have a sexy voice.
She's like, I'm motherfucking Chelsea Green. And this is Green with Envy. She's so sexual.
hotness. Yeah.
So and we're like, welcome to Pork Chops. G'day, guys. Different audience.
Yeah, maybe.
Hello.
How have you been, my love? Good morrow.
What's been happening? Talk to me. Hit me with some knowledge.
So my poor darling, the Ron Dogs, has not been getting much quality sleep lately.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, probably hasn't had quality sleep since we started sharing a bed.
Oh.
And I say that because I am a sleep talker. I sleepwalk.
All over the place.
I am high activity during the nighttime. And I've just been doing things lately that just wake him up. And I feel so bad because it's like I do something every night, but I do something like startling. Oh. It's always on a night where he's got to wake up at like 4 a.m. for a flight.
Or something. Yeah.
I feel so bad, but I got no idea I'm doing it.
Yeah, no.
I got no idea. I just feel bad, you know.
Hey.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
Just push snooze, you're fine.
Push snooze. Yeah, you'll make the flight.
You're fine.
So yeah, and what I have worked out is the like startling things that I do is linked to the nights where I take magnesium.
Oh, and why is that?
I have no idea like what the connection is, but
Wow.
anytime I take magnesium, which people take magnesium to like relax.
Yep.
Before
bed.
Yeah, and it helps people sleep sometimes. Anytime I take magnesium, I'm doing something wild in the middle of the night.
Are you dreaming vividly when
I've got no idea.
You don't have any
When I
recollection?
wake up and Ronnie says like, what were you dreaming about? Because this is what you did. I've got nothing. I do not remember what I was dreaming about.
Wow.
Like I don't even think I had a dream that night.
You just thought you didn't even move. You
Yeah,
just
exactly.
woke right up.
I
Yeah.
just
Interesting.
laid there. Yeah. So
You have that app.
a hair in my mouth.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have
I've got
that
an
app. What does it? It records right in the middle of the night.
Yeah, so anytime it hears talking or rustling or whatever, it'll record. And so I downloaded it because Ronnie kept saying to me that I kept very randomly in the middle of the night just cackling, laughing at the top of my lungs. And so I'm trying to hear myself doing the laugh.
Yeah.
So the night before last, this was just like a low laugh. But I talk in a tongue as well in my sleep. Like I'm not speaking words.
It's not English. It's not a language. Because I feel like you're maybe trying to, but because you're asleep, it's not coming out. Like there was what's that thing? It's like when you're dreaming because you can't. There's something that you can't do in your dreams. That's how like it's a giveaway. Oh God, I can't remember what it was. Anyway,
can't
there's like
die?
there's like certain things that you can't
Like
do in your dream.
subconsciously.
Yeah, and that's like a giveaway that you're dreaming.
Oh,
Lets you
I'm
know.
pretty sure like dying is that.
No, it's something else. We'll come back to it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play you a clip or two.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So this is from last night and it goes for 25 seconds. So you'll hear a bit of giggling and then a little surprise at the end. Okay.
I took there, but
So
You snorted.
I snorted.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm not normally a snorter when I laugh.
Even when you laugh.
Yeah.
In your dreams, mate.
In my dreams.
Wow.
There's-
Interesting.
Yeah, there's another one where I just start saying, "No way, man.
Oh my goodness.
No way, man."
And Ronnie doesn't sleep talk.
He does
sleepwalk.
sometimes. He
Okay.
sleep talks sometimes, but yeah,
Nothing like you.
nothing like me. And my sleepwalking adventures are always come on the night where I've taken magnesium.
Wow.
And I don't know I'm doing it, but I'll wake up, for example, washing my hands. Or I'll wake up just standing in the kitchen pitch black and I'm like, what am I doing here?
That's like scary.
One time I woke up, I got out of bed and I turned to the closest wall and I just stood
facing it.
right in front of the wall.
My God.
And I've got no idea how long I was standing there. And I just woke up staring at the wall.
This is some paranormal activity
I
shit.
know. I half want to put cameras in, but absolutely I'm not going to do that.
You're going to see the demon then.
Yeah, shit. There was one night. This was the peak of my magnesium. I don't know what I was dreaming about, but subconsciously all I knew was I had to run. And I had to run as fast as I could. I just had to run.
Yeah.
So, and thank gosh Ronnie was here this night. I ripped the blankets off me and my feet hit the ground and all I knew was run as fast as you can. Go, run. And I felt Ronnie grab me. He I woke him up by ripping the covers off and as soon as my foot hit the floor, he grabbed me. And I was like, oh my gosh. I realized what was happening. I was doing my sleepwalking thing. And I literally was like, thank God you grabbed me because I swear to you, I would have run through the wall because all I knew was run. I swear I would have run through our painting and through the wall and into my closet.
Okay, stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's scary, man.
That was the last time I was like, okay, I have to stop taking magnesium for some this is I'm not
worth
getting
it.
good sleep.
No. And that's dangerous.
It is, right?
It's scary. You don't
Imagine
wanna-
I tried to leave the house or something.
Yeah. Or God forbid, got a knife in the kitchen or something.
Oh my gosh, I
Something
didn't
like
even
that.
think
Yeah.
of that. And
That's
I had to
crazy.
protect or
Started swinging or something.
shit.
Wow.
So it's got to be some sort of sleeping disorder because
Yeah.
they say, you grow out of it. Because I've done this my whole life since I was a little girl. My mum's got stories of me sleepwalking and sleep talking. And they say people not just grow out of it. Well, I'm damn near 30 years old.
You're still doing it.
It's getting worse with age.
It's funny that you haven't grown out of it because I used to sleepwalk
Okay.
when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I don't anymore. But I
Yeah.
remember my mum used to find me on the bathroom floor in the mornings.
Sleeping?
Yeah, just laid down sleeping.
Oh.
I'd walk out. And then my brother, and I never knew this, but it was a couple of years ago, my brother was like, yeah, you used to sleepwalk all the time. And in my family house, my brother's room was right opposite mine.
Oh, okay.
And he used to always have friends over in his room. They'd watch movies,
Yeah.
play games, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. And he goes, the amount of times where, and I was young, I wouldn't say in between 10, I wouldn't say actually younger, probably in between 8 and 13. He's like, oh yeah, every night, it'd be 11:30 at night and we would see the door open and you would walk in and all my friends would just look at you and you'd walk into the middle of the room and just stand there looking at us and then you'd turn around and walk back out. You do it all the time. And I was like, how do I? And I don't remember that. And now I'm like, what? I remember waking up all the time in the bathroom on the tile floor.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Crazy, hey? But,
Yeah.
But I don't do that anymore. So
Do you
it's
sleep
interesting.
talk?
I don't think I do. Snoogs sleep talks.
Oh, Snoogs is a sleep talker.
Something fierce.
Oh.
One of the best stories I have we were in Australia and he was asleep next to me and I was on like the laptop or something doing something.
Yeah.
And it was pushing midnight.
Okay.
He's sound asleep and all of a sudden he sits up and I'm like, what the fuck? He sits up and goes, eyes still closed, goes, I'm disappearing into the fun zone. And then went and like Undertaker, up and then down and fell straight back down and went to sleep. And I'm like, and I'm looking at him. As if that was the first memory I have of him doing this. So I'm like,
disappearing into the fun
zone. And he must have been having a grand old time. And
Oh my gosh.
And I'm looking over him going, what do I do? Okay, he seems okay. Okay, I'll just leave him. Asked him in the morning. He's like, what?
No idea.
He always says random stuff like that. You haven't done it in a while.
No.
Yeah.
I used to do it. You just reminded me of another one that I did. I used to do it when my mind was really stressed. So like, for example, I got a new job. This is when same thing. I was living in Melbourne and I got a new job at the casino. So I'm learning, a whole new job and there's a lot to learn. So it was on my mind. And apparently I sat up Undertaker style one night and I said, welcome to the gaming floor. And then took myself right back to sleep.
It's like your mind is thinking about it so much.
Yes, it's like an overdrive.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, Snoogs sent a little tweet out.
Yes.
He got pork chops
Stories?
sleep talking stories. So I love it. So we're going to keep this going where the pork chops send in
the interactions.
Yeah. So we've got a couple of sleep talking / walking stories.
This makes me feel like I'm not alone.
Right? We're all in this together. We're all weird and fucked up. So let's just have fun.
Just go with it. Okay. Oh, good. Okay.
Chuck a story.
Chuck the writer says, true story he starts with.
He's not lying, guys.
No, okay. True story. A girl and I spent the night together.
Oh. Hey,
Chucky.
Chucky.
Chuck. Okay. True story. Girl and I spent the night together. We were asleep. In the middle of the night, all of a sudden, she started reaching for things in her sleep. She sat up and grabbed the pull chain of the ceiling fan. Boom, came right down on my head. Ouch.
Oh,
sure woke me up. Holy cow, she must have really pulled that thing.
Holy crap. She's pulled the chain and the fan's fallen on him. You poor thing.
Oh my god.
I don't want to laugh because I feel like he could have been seriously injured.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm glad you're able to tweet about it today.
It sounds like one of those things on like 1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah, like Final Destination shit.
Yeah.
Where it like if it was on it like fucking decapitated.
Yeah. Oh,
glad
gosh.
you didn't lose your head,
Yeah.
mate.
Glad you're good, Chuck.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, these are full on. At Raqueline Reed.
Raquel?
Raqueline?
Oh.
Is it Raqueline?
Raquel.
Raqueline Reed.
Okay.
Raqueline Reed. One time, my boyfriend woke me up because I kept saying, get it out, over and over. I was dreaming. She goes, I was dreaming about a claw machine. Get it out. Get it.
That's hilarious.
Oh, these are great.
Oh my
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is fantastic.
See, then that's another example of you're dreaming and you're projecting what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Josh Wiener at Southpaw Josh says, when my daughter was 4 or 5, she sleepwalked from her bedroom to the kitchen, opened the refrigerator and tried to sit to pee. We redirected her to the bathroom just in time. Thank gosh.
Oh, that's
I wonder why
so
the fridge.
cute. Oh gosh, she probably thought like the door.
Yeah.
She's opening it to the bathroom. Little kid, she's probably got the eyes closed.
No, she just wants to wee.
trying to go to the bathroom middle of the night. That is so funny.
That is so cute.
At Kevin_B80. One night, walked out of the house while sleepwalking. Went down to the end of our property by the telephone pole and started giving a lecture, apparently like a professor, talking about American history. Woke up a few minutes later to the sound of my worried mother looking for me.
Oh my gosh.
Again, I'm so glad you're okay because this is like a horror
that's
story. Like
dangerous.
that could have
Yeah.
walk on the street.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, that's
wow.
scary as hell.
Poor mum.
I
Worried
know.
mother looking for me.
I bet she was.
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that nothing bad happened from that. It's scary and you can't control it. And then what are you supposed to do? Just
That's the
padlock your
thing.
door?
You've got no idea. And
Yeah.
it's like, imagine you tried to get in your car and drive somewhere.
Asleep.
Everyone knows where your keys are. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to think
It's in the
about
same
that.
spot.
Yeah.
Yep, totally. Ooh, it's scary.
It is scary. Okay. At Ricky Morty Go. One time in vacation, me and my cousin were sharing a bed for the night, and the morning after, my aunt, his mum, told us that we were both sleep talking. But not only that, we were arguing like we had a full-on argument as we were sleeping. Oh my gosh. That sounds like something we would do.
Oh gosh. It's like, Rod Dog or the Snook saying, you guys were having an argument in your sleep.
Like you're just so in tune that you're sharing the same
Yeah.
REM cycle.
Good old REM
Oh, shit.
Right. Is this the last one? Yeah.
I think so.
Last one. That's a big one. At Becky Nation Soph. I wasn't sleepwalking, but rather sleep dancing.
Oh.
This was when I was 12. As a dancer, practicing at home was necessary, and I must have practiced that much. I took it to my sleep to practice even more. My mum walked into my room at 1 a.m. to me doing a standing leg hold on my bed. At the time, I also had a tent bed. So my actual bed was quite high up. So standing up straight on it wasn't the easiest. Standing on one leg in my sleep made me very shocked in the next morning when my mum told me. It's been a great story to tell ever since.
Oh my gosh.
She hashtag off her chops.
Oh,
Cutie.
bless you.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's like athlete's mind.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Like Olympics shit,
Yes.
you know? Wow.
You're always on.
Again, glad you didn't fall off your bed.
Holy shit.
Like, you're lucky.
I am.
Holy shit.
I thought, yeah.
Wow. People are
You
going
guys
through it.
You made me feel better.
I hope no one gets injured.
I know, right?
Talking, walking.
Shit.
Oh my goodness. Well, it has come time
Once again,
for the dad joke of the week.
I've got a missed call.
I've got a missed call.
Oh, dad joke.
Yeah.
Bob's your dad.
You're dead.
And now, pork chops, it's time for Bob's Your Dad.
Okay. This one is up there for the dad jokes.
Oh, good.
This is a classic
I'm
dad
so
joke.
excited.
And I've heard him tell me this before when I was younger. Mum loves me helping prepare dinner. She has me cutting up the onions because she loves to see me cry. And that's the dad joke of the week. Snooks, you like that one?
That reminds me when I would say, like, what's for dinner? And my dad would say, you shit on a stick.
Oh my gosh, my dad would say that too.
That's such an Australian dad thing.
That is so fucking Aussie. The fact that we said shit on a stick, like, that was like a phrase that we grew up with. Wow.
I hate having shit on a stick, Dad.
Give me some real food. Okay. Lovely. That's his little
Oh,
good one.
thank you, Bob.
Bless your heart, Dad. Love you. Hopefully see you in the next year.
Spelling bee.
And now it is time, pork chops, for Cass to slam the laptop.
I'm so sorry.
onto the table. Bang, bang, bang. It is time for spelling bee sentence words with her laptop.
Yes, I'm going to go first.
Yep.
Because you went first last week.
Hit me with it.
Spell this word.
Yep.
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia.
The colour of bright pink. Fuchsia.
Fuchsia. F.
Yep.
U.
Yep.
S.
No.
C.
Yes.
S.
No.
Fuck, one more try. F-U-C. It's not S. H.
Yes.
S.
Yes.
Fuchsia. I.
Yes.
A.
No, you did it.
I had 2 strikes, so unfortunately.
You really
just sweating. Come on.
you thought that one out. These are like those words they're like everyday words, but
Yep.
it's like, oh, I didn't realize that was so hard to spell.
Yeah, like it makes you think. Like I got two
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
You know? Damn. Okay.
All right. Second word.
Move that.
Spell lieutenant.
Lieutenant. Lou. I know this is a tricky one. It's trickster. Lou. L.
Yes.
I.
Mm-hmm.
E.
Yes.
U.
Yes.
T.
Yep.
tenant. E, N,
Yeah.
tenant. A,
Yeah.
N,
Yeah.
T.
Nailed it.
I don't think I've ever gotten one.
2
straight
for
through.
2. I know.
Wow.
All right, let's see how you go with your sentence words.
Okay, hit me with it. Feeling good.
Feeling good. Use this word in a sentence. Mollycoddle.
Mollycoddle.
No, I've said it wrong.
Oh. No.
This is like benevolent all over again.
Benevolent.
It's mollycoddle.
Mollycoddle. Mollycoddle. See, my mind goes straight for the word cuddle.
Okay.
Mollycoddle. I'm going to say my mother-in-law is a strong mollycoddle when I'm over at a house.
Say it again.
My mother-in-law is a mollycoddle when I'm at her house.
No. I Snugs, let me know. Do you know what mollycoddle is? Mollycoddle, to treat someone in an indulgent or overprotective way.
I was thinking like smother with love.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I would say
I'm in
that.
the ballpark, but I didn't get it on right.
I'm not sure if the context
Yeah.
is right.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know either. I don't know, whatever.
You know,
I don't
English
know.
class 101.
Okay, the example is
Yep.
I found school very difficult and realized I'd been mollycoddled at home.
Yeah, no. Didn't
No?
get it. No.
Oh,
Close.
wow, you didn't
close.
have to do that.
I know, but close, but not in the right ballpark.
Okay.
Okay. Next one.
Use this word in a sentence. Gourmand. Gourmand.
Gourmand.
Yeah.
Gourmand.
Gourmand.
Gourmand. I just popped into my head. I'm going to say it's like another word for boring. So I'm going to say went to Publix.
Yep.
The checkout guy was gourmand when I was putting me groceries on the table.
No. You started out kind of unpromising. And no. Gourmand is a person who is devoted to eating and drinking to excess.
Oh, okay. Never heard of that word before.
No, I have not either.
Yeah. Okay.
So you did well. You got 100% on your spelling.
Yeah. And 0% on sentence words. Bless your heart. Okay, my turn. Spelling bee.
Yes.
Spell Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. C-H-I.
Yep.
U.
No.
Fuck. This is a hard one.
Fuck.
Good one. C-H-I-A. Shit.
One left.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
just reminding everybody of the rules.
Chihuahua. C-H-I-H.
Yes.
Oh, shit. I need a pen and paper. Chihuahua. C-H-I-H. Chihuahua. A.
No.
U.
Yes.
Oh,
but you
I
used
know,
the word.
love. Yeah.
Chihuahua.
Yeah.
C-H-I-H-U-A-H-U-A. A tricky
Damn,
one.
that is a really hard
right.
one.
Tricky one. But wrong.
Yeah.
Second spelling word. Crustaceans.
Crustaceans.
An arthropod of large, mainly aquatic
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
Crustacea. Crab. Lobster. Shrimp. Starfish.
Okay.
Crustaceans.
Crustaceans. I feel like this is straightforward. It's not. Crustaceans. C R
Yep.
U
Yep.
S
Yep.
T
Yep.
A
Yep.
T.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Crustacean. C-R-U-S-T.
Yep.
A.
Yep.
S.
No.
Have I got one more?
Mhm.
C-R-U-S-T.
You had said A.
A.
Yep.
C-R-U-S-T-A. Shins.
Sorry.
I've already said S, haven't I?
You have, yeah.
T-A-T. No. I'm so confused.
Crustaceans. C-R-U-S-T-A.
And I've already said T.
Yep.
T-A. Crust. H.
No. Wrong. Crustaceans. C-R-U-S-T-A-C-E-A-N-S.
Oh, yeah. No, would
Tricky
not,
one,
even
hey?
if I got C, I would not have guessed E.
Very tricky.
Yes. Crustaceans.
Crustaceans. But if I said an American accent, it would have been easier.
Crustacean. Now, how do you say that American? Crustaceans?
Crustaceans. It's still the shouldn't. It's a
yeah. Crustaceans.
Sentence words.
Yes.
Use this word in a sentence. Smaragdine.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like a street in Australia.
A straight to Australia.
Gerlang.
Gerlang in
Gallum.
Malindi.
What is it again?
Smaragdine.
Smaragdine.
Mm-hmm.
I booked a family trip to the zoo and all they wanted to see was the smaragdines.
Oh, you're so cute. No. It is of or pertaining to emeralds or having the color of emeralds.
Oh,
Isn't that really
dang.
interesting? Very strange.
What is it? Smaragdine?
There's a G, so smaragdine.
Smaragdine.
I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
I'm probably saying the
never
Aussie
heard of
version.
that. Smaragdine.
Smaragdine. Second word. Oh, this one I have trouble saying. Use this word in a sentence. Esquamulos.
Is that English?
Yeah,
Sounds French.
it does. I think I'm saying it
Wrong?
just weird. Esquamulos.
Esquimillos. Why do I keep thinking all your words are for animals? Esquimillos.
I'll give you a hint. It's not. Just because you've gotten everything wrong. Nothing to do with animals.
Esquimillos. All right. All right. All right. Hold on. Painting the scene in my head.
Okay, take time.
Esquimillos. It was so cold one night, and to warm everyone up, I grabbed the Esquimillos from the kitchen.
Added that little extra sentence.
So it wasn't on the back end.
No. Means smooth skinned.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, my nose just touched. Yeah. Interesting words.
Esquimillos. Zero. Well,
Smash you in that. It has come time for the questions and answers. And your lips go very impressive. Very impressive, Cassie.
I didn't know I had that talent. Your eyes closed.
I can't tell if my eyes open. Oh, so. It's like mascara when you got to.
Oh, you're going to do, yeah.
You ask the questions, and we give you the answers.
It is time
For the questions of the week.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, questions. We're 30 minutes in.
Snook says, held up the 3-0. Tried to do it sus. Cass just caught him out.
Good to know. Thank you, Snoogs. Okay.
Gosh.
Well, okay, this is about me. Can Cassie talk about the time she tore her PCL, how it happened, how long she was out of action, et cetera, et cetera? So this actually happened 10 years ago, like the other week.
Oh, wow. The anniversary of it.
Yeah, the anniversary, yeah.
Shit.
This was my only major injury I think I had in wrestling aside from like a concussion. PCL, yep. So it was in a match. PCL. And I was put in a torture rack, which if you don't know what that is,
facing up.
Yep.
Head here. On one
legs on
shoulder.
the other side.
Legs
and
on the other
the
side.
person are trying to bend you.
Contort.
Yeah. So before this match, I had only been put in a torture rack once before, and that was by you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still very new. I didn't know how to get out of it, so I relied on you.
Yep.
So with you, I don't even remember how you put me down. I don't even remember anything about it. I think you just dropped me off the back of you, to be honest.
No, I remember I picked you up when we practiced and
in the match something went wrong.
And I said, are you flex? Because so this was the thing. Michelle McCool and Melina had just had their match where Michelle McCool grabbed her leg and like hit her with it.
Yeah.
Which is very flexible. And I said, can we do something like that?
Yeah.
And I picked you up and I said, can I, if I bend your head to your leg? You said, yeah, flexible. And you really were back then.
Yeah.
But in the heat of the moment,
we're both sweating.
I was doing it and I think it wasn't
so
favorable for your body.
Well, no, I remember not being able to like sit on your shoulders.
So maybe you were because I really don't remember. Like, I remember the motion, but I don't remember like.
I remember like
were you sliding down?
Yeah, I remember you kept trying to like pop me up onto your shoulders, and we couldn't get onto the shoulders.
Yeah.
And I think there was nothing else. You had to just kind of drop me.
Yeah.
And I just kind of took a back bump.
Yep.
So in my mind, that's how you got out of a torture rack.
So, just by letting you fall.
Yeah. I've literally, like, even to this day, I wouldn't know how to get out of it. Yeah. But so that is right. I went off the back of you. So in this particular match, here I am in a torture rack and I think, okay, yep, I'm going to take a bump off the back of her. And I don't know because I never saw the footage. I remember specifically in this moment feeling inside out, upside down. Like I did not know where I was. Yep. And so what I think happened, and again, I could totally be wrong. I thought I rolled off the front of her. Maybe I went off the back. I'm not sure, but I was just so contorted that I didn't know where I was. And so basically a PCL tear happens when the knee is twisting and hits something at the same time.
Gotcha.
So basically my knee was untwisting and it like hit the ground. So I tore my PCL and I dislocated my knee at the same time.
Now that you say that, I think you did go in front of me.
Off the front?
Yeah. Now I don't remember
you might be right. Okay, so with you, absolutely you are right.
Yeah.
With you, I went over the front.
Yeah.
This particular time I went off the back.
Off the back.
So I was expecting to fall off the front.
Maybe that's why, because you were slipping, I couldn't get you over my head.
I think you just like ducked your head. And I went in front of you.
Okay. Yep.
So this time, so I remember it being whatever the opposite was of the time that you and I did it.
Yep.
So basically, I was like, I had no idea where my body was.
Yeah.
So I had no clue other than just to let go and whatever happened. Yep. So that's how I tore it. So a PCL, like they say you can you don't need to take any time off for it, but I literally couldn't walk. Like I couldn't finish the match.
No.
Madison covered for us and she was such a professional because I was for some reason I was supposed to win that match over Madison. Bloody rookie going over my trainer. Anyway, so she still found a way to put me over. Bless. She was just such a professional and she continued the story. She knew I was hurt because as soon as it happened, she went to pick me up and I said, my knee. And she picked me up and I couldn't hold my body weight and I just fell back to the floor. So she found a way to
cover it.
I still won the match and she dragged me out the back.
Yeah.
So they say you can keep working on a PCL tear, but I there's no way I could.
No.
So with rehab, I remember my specialist saying you'll probably be out for about 8 months.
Yep.
And I was really bummed because that took me up right up until the time where I was supposed to leave for Lancers.
That's right. Yeah. You always had an injury before big moments in your before Lancers, and then you had your wrist before WWE tryout.
Oh yeah.
Beforehand. Yeah.
But I only ended up being out of action for 3 months because I did rehab twice a week, and I just
took care of it.
I did. I took care of it. I had to. I literally had no other option.
That's true.
But yeah, so that's how that happened.
I don't think you've ever explained that story. It's good. If you could have dinner with one person, dead or alive, who would it be? I feel like I always choose a celebrity in one of these moments because I've had this question asked before. But I'm actually just going to – he just popped into my head. I never met my grandfather.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my mum's dad.
Yeah.
Never met him. He passed away before my mum was even pregnant with me.
Oh, really?
So I'd say him just because I never met him.
Oh, I
and
love
I'm so
that.
close with my mum, so I'd love to
Yeah.
just have a conversation with him.
I don't have like family like that. Like growing up, growing up, it was just my mum, my dad, my brother, and I. Like our extended families. My parents both had a negative relationship with their parents, so my brother and I didn't really have like the grandfather, like the granddad,
figure
nana,
in your-
cousins. Like we just didn't have that. It was the
just
four
you
of us.
four.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I wish I had someone like that to say, but to have dinner with. Gosh, I feel like you have to pick someone that's dead in these moments.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because the alive person, you just give him a call.
Yeah, exactly.
Have dinner? Yeah.
I'm gonna say. Oh gosh.
I'm surprised you
tough.
would say Paul Walker.
Oh, Paul Walker's a really good one. I was gonna say Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, but I feel like that's your usual.
Yeah,
Go-to.
Yes,
Do you know what I mean?
That's No, Paul Walker's a really good one actually. He was so fantastic. My gosh, yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah?
Paul Walker. Thank you.
Thank you.
Answer my question.
Thank you for your help.
You know me so well. What video games are you currently playing?
I'm still playing Spider-Man, and I'm so close to finishing it. But I'll be honest, I haven't played a video game in a while.
Oh, okay.
I have to be mentally in the mood for a video game.
Yep.
And I'll be honest,
You just haven't been?
no. And most of the time, I'm just sitting on my couch and I'd rather watch something. And
Yeah.
all my gaming equipment and the theater room, it's all upstairs.
Yeah.
So to play the game, I have to walk it's not long, but I have to walk upstairs and I have to load the game.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
But I do want to finish it. But it's ridiculous. I'm at like, I have like a couple of percentages left. It's like 2 or 3 levels left, which wouldn't take me more
gonna
than
say,
an hour. And I'm just
You
like,
need to do that. You need to just
Snoogs finished it. I was like 85% done. Snoogs finished it in like a week.
Yeah.
And then when he said I finished it, I was like, okay. Well, do I want to finish it now? Because you know what I mean? I'm just like, oh, I don't know. But it's a really good game. I will finish it, but give me a minute.
In time.
Give me a minute.
I don't play video games.
I was waiting for it. Bless your heart. I've just begun my wrestling journey. How did you two develop your characters? This shit takes time.
So much time. We really didn't have characters until we even got to WWE.
No, we were generic as fuck before.
Like we knew it was important, but we had no idea how to go about it.
Yep. Yeah. It takes time, and because like you have to like, it's weird because your character has to flow with your style of wrestling. Like there has to be that mesh.
Has to connect. You can't be
like
so and so on the microphone and
Yeah.
someone completely different in the ring.
it has to translate through
Yeah.
the way you talk, walk, how you take
Yes.
a bump. Like everything
Everything.
flows.
Yep.
So I'd have to like you really have to take your time. And they always say it's an extension of yourself, which I do believe is true. It's just figuring out what parts of you you want to exaggerate and
Yep.
kind of multiply to
Yep.
make it larger than life.
yeah.
I will say it's interesting because I feel like when we got signed to WWE, we were all about rebranding because we
Yeah.
didn't have a character. So we were like, no, we want to like
wanted to start
we
from
want to
scratch.
change.
Yeah.
We want to evolve.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting because people come in and they stay the same.
Yeah, they don't want to change.
And they don't want to change. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you literally have like $1 billion company behind you. Why not take advantage of that, evolve, become something
yeah.
brand new,
Yeah.
larger than life that will work?
Yeah.
I always get confused when people just don't want to change.
I think like I can understand if, you've been hired by the company because they like the character that you have been.
But 6'5",
Yeah,
bloody
I can't think of an example.
yeah, like a very specific look.
It is very specific, but I think people come in from the indies being what they think is a character and they think that's why they've been hired. But really it's because they see potential in you and want to see what else you can do.
Yeah.
But some people hold on so tight,
So tight.
to what they think got them to the dance. And it's true. You don't want to reinvent the wheel, but there
Yeah.
is a time
To update.
NXT, like the PC, that is your time to create something if you want.
You think Undertaker was on the Indies and he came in and was like,
Being a dead man.
I'm just gonna like that. Everyone strives for a character like that.
Yeah.
Or something larger than life. Rock, Austin,
Totally.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah. So give yourself the chance to
got to.
create it.
And I will say, and when we went in, we were like, oh, we have characters. We
didn't.
Generic as fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say, but if you're coming in from the Indies,
Yeah,
the
you're
chances
probably-
are
yeah.
you're probably generic as fuck.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But you're been hired for a reason.
Yeah.
Just fucking explode.
Just
you
have to give into the process.
You really do.
Otherwise, everything will be a struggle. You just have to give in.
just try and try and try again until
Yeah.
you feel so comfortable with it.
I struggled with this because when we started, we kind of did everything together because our goal was the women's tag team.
Yep.
And at the time there was no division for that.
Talks of that.
There was no talks, there was no division for it. And our goal, our dream was to be able to create that for the women.
And just FYI, just because I want to toot our own horn, we literally came into NXT pushing for tag team titles back in,
2015.
2015. Just FYI.
Our literal first promo we ever did, that's
That's what we spoke about. So we were pushing for it a long time
ago, yeah. But so we did that, and then they were like, okay, we're going to split you girls up because you got to find yourselves. And we were like, oh, this is, I get it. There's no division for us, but we just wanted to create something.
Yep.
So anyway, we went off on our own for a good 6 months or something
Yeah.
to find who we were. I became the Venus Flytrap. You started working
Fatale.
with Frenchie.
Yep.
Became the Femme Fatale. And I think we liked kind of what
Yeah.
we had created.
Yeah.
And it was just a starting point. You don't, nail something in
No.
6 months, especially for a character. And then they brought us back together for TV. And we thought they wanted us to be these individual characters just together.
Yeah.
So we had a backstage where that's what we did. And they were like, it's just not working. Something's not working.
You guys don't have chemistry.
Yeah. So, and we take
The
offense
fuck?
to that.
You say what?
What did you call me? So we looked at each other and we said,
Should we just be us?
you just want to do us?
Yeah.
And we were both like, yep, because it was the exact same thought we both had. Looked at the camera, 3, 2, 1, count in. We cut it as who we wanted to be from the very start, and they loved it. And from that moment on,
We were just ourselves.
yeah.
Yep.
But and that takes so much time. Like, we were lucky that we had each other to
Yeah.
do that. We were so comfortable with each other, but we also did take the time to create something individually.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Which I think is important. And some people are never in a tag team.
Yeah.
So it's just by themselves.
Yeah.
And then some people want to come in as a tag team.
Yeah.
And then a tag team character is just as important as an individual character.
Absolutely.
So I think it's just figuring out what type of
Yeah.
where you want to be
Yeah.
and what you want to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Is it wait.
I think it's your turn.
Did I read it?
I don't know,
I think
but
it's
you
yours.
go.
I'll go. I'll double up, I think. How did it feel when you reunited in the 2021 Royal Rumble? I loved it.
So did I.
I was hoping that we would get a moment. I remember when they were listing off the entry, like the numbers. I think I was third. And then when they said you were ninth and I was still there, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We're in there at the same time.
Very
I was
excited
so
to be in there together.
Our initial idea got turned down.
What was it? Because I don't remember.
We wanted to do an Iconics, like a full-on say the words iconic and all that kind of stuff.
You're right.
And then they
didn't want
said,
that.
the audience is going to think that you guys are getting back together and that's not happening.
And we were like, I don't think so. They're all on separate brands, but okay.
Whatever. So we had to change it. Compromise.
Yeah. Yes.
We were the professionals we were.
Yep.
But I'm so glad because we didn't know that would be the last time we were together in a ring
Oh
together.
my gosh.
I didn't even realize that
Neither
until this
did I.
question.
And
Holy
before
shit.
that, we hadn't been in a ring together since
Our breakup.
Yeah.
Or, our random match on Raw the next week after.
That was main event, not even Raw.
No, we were on Raw the week after, and then it was like 2 weeks later. We had a match. You always forget this. We had a match on Raw. I have the piece of. I have the sheet, the card.
I don't know about that.
It was like first time ever. Do you remember? And that's where we were rushing to get our trons and our music done because we were having a match the next week
On Raw.
On Raw. I'm gonna get it
I
up.
don't think that was on Raw.
I'm gonna get it up.
I think that was main event.
No, I'm gonna show the YouTube right now, and you're gonna laugh in your face. What was my name? Billy Kay. Versus Peyton Royce. Ha! Raw.
Raw.
Sorry, there's an ad playing right.
Damn ads.
Hang on a second. Here we go. Raw.
This was not Raw.
Raw.
What the hell?
We wrestled on Raw. That match
Shut-
that we had?
Shut up.
Because the other match that we did on main event, I was wearing blue.
Oh,
See?
That's not
Raw.
how you do a leg scissors. Cassie. Oh, I can't watch this. I cringe.
Oh, God.
Maybe we should do a match watch along or something.
Watch all our hits. Actually-
hits and misses.
Hits and misses. We'll rank our best and worst. Fucking hell.
Oh shit.
And we'll let people know the true story behind the match.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Raw.
What was the question?
I don't know. Wait, what? Oh, Rumble.
Rumble. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. But then that was the last time we were together in a ring.
Yeah.
A dirty ring.
I can't believe that was Raw. Holy
Yeah.
shit, my memory,
Raw.
guys.
Shot to shit, mate.
Yeah. What rom-com would you want to star in if there was a sequel or remake?
Ooh, interesting. Rom-com. What are you going to choose? The Proposal?
You and the damn Proposal. So this is hard because if it's a sequel, I'm not going to be the main character. And if I'm going to be in a rom-com, I want to be the main character. I'm looking to
Why
be the lead.
wouldn't you do a sequel?
No, I would do a sequel, but I feel like the sequel, unless it's got the two main characters, like the leads,
Yeah.
it's going to be like a Mean Girls 2.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Could still be a. Maybe she dies. First one. No, I get you. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say Dear John.
Yeah, I love that one.
I love that movie. And it's like based on the beach and it's
Very you.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. Oh gosh, there are so freaking many. I'm trying to think of like a 90s one that I used to watch all the time.
Yeah.
I've gone blank. The only reason why I have this in my head is because it just came out, but the He's All That remake.
Oh, yeah.
I'm literally just going to Google.
I want to
rom-com
watch that.
movie. It's on my Netflix list.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm keen to see Addison Rae.
Rom-coms. Ooh, maybe Clueless.
Oh, yeah. Is that a rom-com?
Yeah.
Just a comedy.
No, it's like a high school, like it's a rom-com.
Okay.
There's a meet cute and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say Clueless.
Okay.
Or How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Fantastic film, yes. And Matthew McConaughey too.
Yeah, mate. Oh, fuck. He loves us.
All right.
Can't touch it. Ladies, can't touch it. Yes, Matthew, I will touch it.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah.
Two very good ones, yes. Okay, have you ever cheated?
Why is my damn phone ringing? I was about to say.
It's on silent, but just leave me alone.
It's so bad. Of course, in the time when we film,
I know.
our phones are blowing
Our
up.
phones are just...
How about cheat? No, like I feel like when never on a boyfriend or someone I was in a relationship, but you know when you're young and like you'll be like seeing someone or like dating someone or like it wasn't like a relationship.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really count.
Yeah.
I feel that's like you're in a relationship and then you.
So I read this question
Cheat.
and that's where mine took me. And then I
Yeah.
thought, okay, where else could this question go? So I have cheated. I would never cheat on a person, but I cheated on a test one time.
Oh, okay. I thought, yeah, that's so funny. I thought it meant like relationship.
Well, that's what I
Yeah.
initially took it as, but I was like, oh, let's see where else we can take this.
Yeah, interesting.
Funny story about cheating on the test. So he's still one of my best friends now, Jared. He pisses me off because he's such like an intellect. Like he's so smart, but he was a really good soccer player, and so he was never in class because he was always
Too good.
He was always playing games, he was always selected for teams and was basically never in class for like this.
Damn
I remember
athlete.
this whole term he wasn't in class, and I was like, I'm going to beat him on a test for once because I've been here and I've studied and I know the answers to this test. So we sat next to each other for the test. Writing my answers. There's like a couple questions I'm not too sure about, so I leave them blank. So when I get to the end of my test, I look up, teacher's not paying attention. I peer over, I look at his test and I can't see it because he's probably,
The arm
not
or
meaning to,
something,
but just relaxing writing. So I give him the nudge and he looks at me and I look around, make sure no one's looking. I completely switch our papers.
Oh my gosh.
So now he's got my paper, I've got his paper. So I'm reading his answers. And I'm like, oh, that's wrong. But I take the ones that I don't have the answers for. And I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna write for that. So when I'm about ready to switch our papers back, the teacher gets up and starts walking around the room, looking at people's papers. And I just know this teacher's going to look and know that this is not my handwriting.
Yep.
And he's going to look here and he's going to know that it's not Jared's handwriting. Thank gosh, I think maybe someone asked a question or something and I quickly switched them back. Okay, so now I write in my answers.
You rebel.
I know.
I would never.
And so we get the test results back and he beats me. He gets like 100% and
gosh.
I maybe got 50.
Oh,
And so it's something we laugh about now because I was like, you weren't in class. I'm going to nail this test. All your answers are wrong. And
yours are wrong.
Mine were wrong. And I bloody studied. I was not good in school. I tried. I was not good in school.
Oh, I never cheated on a test.
No.
No.
Yeah, I did a couple times. Geography as well. The ones I didn't care about, I
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to see what I could get away with.
Yeah.
Because I was not a goody two shoes, but I hated being in trouble.
Yeah.
But sometimes I liked to just
test the waters.
Yeah, 100%.
'Cause some teachers didn't give a shit.
Nah.
You know?
This teacher
They
though,
let you run wild.
this teacher would have suspended
you would be,
me.
Yeah.
I would have been gone skis.
She would have been suspended from Westwood Sports High. Fucking hell. Oh, God. Any Australian dishes you'd share to the American audience? Caramel slice.
Oof.
I miss the caramel slice. My sister makes it homemade.
Oh,
Eat the whole damn thing when I'm home.
You know what they don't have here that you just reminded me of? I wish they had is an iced chocolate.
Yes, like a Gloria Jean's
Yes.
iced chocolate.
Or from
They are
what's
so
that?
good.
What's that other coffee shop? Blue Lagoon or something?
Jamaica Blue.
Jamaica Blue. My gosh, they had the bombest iced chocolate.
It's so different here. Even like they don't have. Maybe I'm wrong, but I've never seen. I see milkshakes on a menu, but I don't see thick shakes on a menu.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And they're very specific.
Yeah. Thick shakes are way better.
Yeah, we should open up like a cafe, like a fish and chip shop, but cafe as
Oh
well.
my gosh, we really should.
It'd be money.
I was gonna say we'd make bank if we like brought all the like good not the obvious Australian stuff, like this kind of stuff.
And I'll bake that shit. I'll get the recipe from my sister.
Every morning you'd be in there baking.
Good morning, I'd do it. I'd love to do that. That'd be great.
We'll be like Magnolia,
Yeah, I don't think. What would our name be if we opened up
like a
shop, like a bakery or fish and chip? What's a good name? CJ.
Put me on the spot. CJ, love that. CJ's
Sweets. No, because it has to be
CJ's
everything.
Diner.
CJ's Diner is good. Yeah, could do it like a diner style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love a diner.
Yeah.
Australia doesn't have diners, so it's a bit of a mix.
Mixture. Like
Yeah.
people walk in thinking, oh, it's diner.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well,
We
yeah,
could-
but you know.
that would be good in Australia too. I feel like a diner would go off
Oh,
in
Denny's
Australia.
would fucking go off.
Yeah,
in
but even
Australia.
like
the smaller ones.
yeah, the smaller ones,
Yeah.
ones that aren't franchises.
Oh yeah, because every diner's good.
Oh, I just love the atmosphere
Yeah.
of a diner.
Totally.
Okay. Which celebrity do people say you look like?
I had someone ask me this the other day, and I was like, I don't think I've ever been compared to someone. Because it was just always a person with dark hair and dark
Yeah,
eyebrows. And I'm
yeah.
like, well, that doesn't really look like me. That we just
Yeah.
have the same features. But
Right.
I don't think I've ever been told, oh, you remind me of this person.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe because when I open my mouth, they're like, no. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because I'm trying to think now who you remind me of, and like
Nothing even pops into my head when I'm
but
looking
that's
for myself.
good. Like, because no one's going to think of someone else when they look at you.
yeah.
That's
hopefully.
good. Yeah.
What about you?
When I was growing up, I used to get Lindsay Lohan a lot.
Which is very strange.
I thought that was strange.
There's no way. That'd be the last person I would think you look like.
Yeah, I thought it was weird, and then one time I saw a photo of her with brown hair, and I was like, oh, I can kind of see it, but not really.
Stretch.
Yeah, a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
But the one that I get a lot, I still get. Oh, now there's just thought of another one people say you look like, and it was just funny. All these people don't look like the same either.
Yeah. Okay. So they're
So
taking
this-
bits of you and
Yeah.
Okay. So what?
So there's Lindsay Lohan. I get Katherine Heigl.
Okay.
She's the one I could definitely see. And
Oh.
sometimes I get Gal Gadot,
Oh God, I don't.
which to me is a huge compliment. Gal Gadot is amazing.
Amazing, but I don't think you look like any of them.
I
So weird how people can look at you and go, "Oh, I can see."
yeah,
It's like
I think because I've
certain
got
features.
chubby cheeks, or some like when I'm a bit like I have a bit more weight on me, I get chubby cheeks, like, and so I've just got a fuller face. And I think sometimes people like Katherine Heigl's got a fuller face as
Yeah.
well. So maybe that's it. I don't know.
Maybe I'm just thinking of them in movies.
I think
And,
so.
Like because she's blonde in all of the
Yeah.
films.
Well,
and I'm
there's
like,
one I watched on the plane one time, and she's got brown hair, and I was like, oh, I see it.
Okay.
But I
Interesting.
can't think of what it is.
Yeah.
But yes. I
Funny.
think
Oh, is
this is the last one.
last one? Pork chops.
But
Ding. If you could pick any song as your entrance theme, what would it be?
dirty.
Dirty. Yeah. For inspiration?
Christina Aguilera.
Bit X-Tina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Badass.
Badass.
Maybe some Britney.
I think so too. Bit of 90s, 2000s-ish. We are working on a little something.
Very, very excited.
Very, very excited
about this.
I'm not
something.
I'm not saying anything, but interesting question. Entrance music, inspiration.
What do you want to know that for?
Christina, Brittany. Interesting. Yeah.
Very interesting.
I'll just let you know, guys, real quick. We haven't been sitting on our asses these past 5 months, okay?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we've been getting shit done. We've been getting shit done. And there is a lot of things in the works that we have worked our freaking asses off for. So
You don't even know. You're not ready for this.
and I hate when people are like, can't wait to share news with you, OMG. I hate that shit. But I'm just letting people know we haven't been fucking sitting
Yeah.
around doing nothing.
I like to smack people with a surprise.
Exactly. I'm not going to, like our post, nobody fucking knew that was coming.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the shock value.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep my mouth shut and I'm going to work my ass off and then I'm going to tell you when I want to.
Yep.
But that question just sparked a little fire. So
Yeah, I love it.
I'm excited about
You're passionate.
that when we bring that to the world.
Yes.
Because it's the best in the biz if I say so myself.
I happen to agree. All right, pork chops. As always, we love and appreciate you.
Take care, pork chops.
Don't forget to follow us on the socials
At Off Her Chops.
at Cassie Lee.
At Jessica McKay.
And don't forget to
Slay your day.